This program is rated SPG. It contains scenes with themes, language, violence, sex, horror, or drugs, which may not be suitable for children. Strong parental guidance is advised.
Ito, ang hirap talaga nito.
Bago kita turuan, teach.
Yeah! Yung kadiri mo ka sa akin, feeling naman like itang yago nito.
Kung nalayo ako, paano kita matuturuan? Text-text, kapon-kon, ganun.
Kung makaturo lang, ito kaya. Ano ako? Babaeng bubaw. At saka, hindi pa ako nagkaka-first kiss.
Ayaw mo nun? Ako yung first kiss mo. Abay, tabapo, macho, matalino, gentleman. Ano ba nga hanapin mo?
Hala! Pakilabas ka ng pakio ng heater.
Heater? Sa labas? Ano yun?
Hindi ginawa ko masyado. Ang hangin kasi. Dahil sa'yo.
Ah, bakit di mo sinabi yung ginawa ka? Halika, judge ka.
Hala! Loko tong Ken. Mapul ka masyado. Alam mo yun? Masyado kang pasyok.
Ay!
Masyado kang chick boy. Masyado kang nakakaasal. Masyado kang manloloko.
Pero crush mo, aminin.
Hala! Ah, eh. Hindi ah. Spell ka pa.
Teka lang, ba't nabablash ka? Aminin mo na kasi. Hindi ako.
Naku, babagsak ako ng dahil sa'yo. Turuan mo na nga lang ako. Mamaya ka namang bola. Pag di ka na nakasingin, adik ka na ata eh. Pasar!
Aray, aray! Hindi na nga. Uy, Phil, ano yan? Tutorial?
Ah, oo. Ang hirap kasi, kaya nagpaturo na lang ako.
Sana sa akin ka na lang paturo. Sa akin kaya nang future mo. Uy! Asa ka ako, mangungopia sa'yo. Baka yung nakakalimutan mo, dito ito, category 2.
Totoo?
Oo.
Baka nagtisinungaling ka.
Ayaw nga pala, no? Sorry po, Master. Kaya naman ako sa Dean's Lister. Category 2. Category 1 lang kasi kaya ko.
Wow! Ang talino niyo naman. Masyado akong hiyang-hiya sa inyo. Category 3 lang kasi ako. Masyado na akong OP. Category 1 and 2.
Oo, di naman. Phil, sama ka sa akin mamaya. May kimi ng barkada. Relax din tayo pag may time. Masyado kasi tayo busy sa school. Ikaw, pre, sama ka rin? Oo ba? Tagal-tagal niya kasi ako di
Naku, sorry guys ah. May kailangan pa kasi akong asikasuhin eh. May mga deadlines kasi akong kailangan.
Ganun ba? Sayang naman. Uy, yung utang mo.
Ano utang?
Yung kiss ko.
Ang skip. Skip mo mukha mo.
Bye, Miss. Maloko ka talaga, pre. Ayos din yung mga hirit mo. Subukan ka. Naku. Inaasar ko lang yun. Ikon kasi eh. Naalala ko pa nga nung high school. Palagi nating pinagtitripan yun. Iyakin kasi. Ako sinabi mo pa. Hanggang ngayon din naman. Pare, mililigawan ako. Matagal ko na siyang gusto. Kaso umanap lang ako ng magandang tiyempo. Pare, ako rin. Tagal ko rin siyang gusto. Pag-iba siya sa lahat na nakilala ko. Pare, hindi ko na patatagalin. Gusto ko siya. Gusto ko si Phil. Eh, ikaw, sino gusto mo? Pare, lutang. Uy, sino nga? Baka si Phil din yan. Yari ka sa akin. No, pare, hindi. Hindi si Phil. Basta, malalaman mo rin sa start ng oras. Ako, tinakot mo ko doon, pre, ah. Kala ko si Phil din yung gusto mo. Masyari kasi kayong komportable sa isa't isa. Basta. Secret mo na ngayon. Malalaman mo rin, tol. Ah, sige, pre. Gotta go. Sige, pre. May pupunta mo.
Davao, where I took my bachelor's degree for the first 2 years. It was 2004 when I moved into Manila. My parents decided to because of our business. They have enrolled me in the Ateneo de Manila University to finish my studies. And from then on, it became a stepping stone to achieve my dreams, to become a multi-awarded director and a hard-working career woman at a very young age.
Hi, Kuya!
Oh, welcome back!
Kamusta na kayo natin, Shella? Nasaan yung mga pamangkin ko?
Nandun sa bahay, ang gulo-gulo kasi. Parang excited ata uuwi ka.
The best ka talaga, Kuya.
Saan para tayo punta? Sa bahay na?
I'm on a month-long vacation leave at this point of time. I'm now coming back to my hometown, Davao City. Naging maayos rin naman ang buhay ko sa Manila. But believe it or not, at my age 27, still no one captures my heart. Siguro, trauma na rin after the tragic heartbreak before I have left way back 9 years ago. Masakit. But I have to move on. Yes, I did. But it's just that it's hard to forget. At yan ang bumubuo sa isang fiel Saint Ayala.
Huwag muna, Kuya. Dalhin na lang yung mga gamit ko sa bahay. Ihatid mo na ako doon sa sanctuary, yung tambayan namin noon.
Ah, sige.
Maganda pa rin ang lugar na ito hanggang ngayon. Sarap balikan ng mga araw nang una akong na-inlove dito. Dito rin ako lubos na nasaktan. Kumusta na kaya siya ngayon? May asawa at mga anak na kaya siya? Sila sigurong nagkatuluyan. Pero, kung single pa din siya, may pag-asa pa kaya kaming dalawa? Oo, inaamin ko hanggang ngayon mahal ko pa rin siya. Nasaan na nga ba yung book? Ah, eto. Nanking Store. My favorite story. Hello! Dahil kaya sa'yo naalala ko yung gabing nawasak ang mundo ko. Paano ko makakalimutan yun? Kaya rin siguro nadagdagan ng sentimental value mo sa akin. Na kahit ulit-ulitin ko man, di ako magsasawa.
Naiwan ko yata yung isang copy ng Nanking Store ko. Saan ko ba kaya yung nalagay?
At the age of 27, I can say that I'm already financially stable. It was back when I ranked first in the board examination for civil engineers. Once, I've been the talk of the town. Yes, and until now. This is also because of my successful projects. I'm proud that I became a part of those big investments projects here in Davao City. After having these kinds of achievement, I became well known in the industry, and I owe the University of Mindanao for this. I pushed too hard to become the best, lalo na nung time when I turned someone down 9 years ago. Well, you can't really have it all. What I am now, it's just a product of keeping me paying no attention to what I feel when I should make believe somebody. I keep myself busy, and this is my punishment. This is the world that a Kiefer Chrysologo lives into. Salamat naman na makapag-relax na rin ako from a very tiring project. Well, I've made many successful projects, pero yung buhay ko, epic fail pa rin. At yung project na ito, ang next stop ko. Building this house structure to settle down with my wife-to-be and my kids. Dito ko bubuin muli ang naudlot kong pangarap. Balita ko, papauwi na siya at kapag nakita na kami ulit, di ko na siya papakawalan pa.
I was only 3 years old then, but I have vivid memories of Peter and Linda's wedding. What I remember most was jumping and romping on the pristine matrimonial bed after the wedding. I would learn later that it was ensured that their firstborn baby would be a boy. I was chosen to do the honors because I was robust and fat. I also remember that I got violently sick after drinking endless bottles of soft drinks. I threw up everything that I had eaten, staining Linda's shimmering satin wedding gown. Practically, the entire Chinese community of the city was present. There was so much food that some Visayan children from the squatters area were allowed to enter the compound to eat in a shed near the kitchen. During the first year of marriage, Linda often brought me to their house in Bahada. When I was 6 years old, I sensed that something had gone wrong with their marriage. Linda left the Bahada house and moved into the upstairs portions of Nanking's floor, which was right across from Father's grocery store in Santa Ana.
Ama!
Jay? Ito ni Jay? Ayan, Tete, Linda. Hi, ni hao ma? Hao. Come in. Come in. Oh, little boy. Keep very tall. Let's have a seat. How are you? I'm with Peter, by the way. Well, I'm doing great, I guess. Peter is still in Bahada. It's been years since you came back here. How was your life being a married woman now? Well, it's fine. It's just that I just wanna pass nearby to see Tuwapor. And of course, you, Auntie. Because I miss you. And before I forgot to tell you, I will be moving here in Santa Ana. Sama? Aren't you going back to Bacada? Tell me, Linda, is there something wrong between you and Peter? Definitely you're back to the old path. Aren't you going back? Well, I think I should tell Peter before. That's why I'll be moving here. Well, that's a good side of you, Linda. It's a nice idea. Thank you very much, Auntie. But I think I'm gonna go now. To avoid Auntie. 再见啦，谢谢。再见，你再来。It's already late. So apoya! So apoya!
Hooray, Mama!
Go and fetch your father in the neighborhood. It's getting late. We will be having dinner at some moment. Guan Kai!
Ayun na. somehow. Papa, Mama said we should go home to eat. I've eaten already. Good job. Dahil yung mother dahil paano na solve ko. What are you doing? I said go home. This is how the children behave now. You tell them something, but they don't obey. Go home! Check me. What's saying? Talk over. I said her and cheat me. Oh man, you defeated me 4 times in a row. No, wait, make that 7 times. Shimon? You big cheat and you know that. 13 me 5 times. No more. How? Beat me, child. But I have big cheat. Can you beat that? Well, I have 7 children. Oh! It's not. That's in already. And his wife is pregnant again. What? Bad luck. Ako ang sumbong. Nagpiran sa bad luck. Ready to go. After 4 years, look, take up ng son. Not even $1. Alright, it's the woman, not Peter. I heard they tried everything. They even had a massage to the Visayan woman. Sad. Very sad. Parents want to stop her, but we love her.
Brother, why do they say that Akong has no bone? And where did you learn that? At the barber shop. Don't listen to adult talk, that's bad manners.
Well, but what does it mean?
It means Akong will not produce a son.
Okay. And what about a bad stuff?
Not too many questions, just go to bed and sleep. One,
But brother, I just want to know what it means. Please.
how? Alright, I tell you then. A bad stuff means you cannot produce a child. If Peter died, then his family will end with Peter. Peter had also a younger brother then, but it died at a young age. So now, Peter is responsible for the continuance of the bloodline of their family, and responsible for it.
Okay, brother. What else?
Somehow, I felt responsible for their having no children. I worried that I could be the cause. I hoped nobody remembered that I jumped on their matrimonial bed to give them good luck. I failed to give them a son. I failed to give them a daughter. But nobody really blamed me for it. Everybody agreed it was Linda's problem. That was why Linda had moved into Santa Ada. But while everybody agreed that it was Linda's fault, some people also doubted Peter's virility. At the New Canton barbershop, it was the subject of drunken bantering. He was aware that people were talking behind his back. From a very gregarious man, he became withdrawn and no longer socialized. Instead, he put his energies into Nanking Store. His father had retired and had given him full authority. Under his management, Nanking Store expanded.
month-long salary, and I have doubled it. It's enough for you to go home. But mother, no, go home. And as for you, Linda, 你半个字要游泳才是，雅欣，你不要游泳，要什么？好，我的。Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon, ma'am. What can I do for you? Well, we simply found this last purchasing map. I found it to be excessive, so I brought it back. Really? Yes. It's excessive. Don't worry, ma'am. We'll just give you another one. I'm very sorry for that report. But then, I really appreciate your kindness, and I'm really, really sorry for that. You're welcome, madam. I'm just returning your favor. Well, I shall go home. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Linda! Come here. You know what? You barren woman. You have made me lose a lot of money for today. Don't you know that you gave a product and then the customer come here and asking for a refund? You're really a stupid person. You fool. Perhaps you don't know anything. Don't let me see your face today, huh? Now, get out. Get out.
Are you working here?
No, I'm just hanging out in here. By the way, what's your name?
My name is Peter. I am this man.
So are you a tenant?
Yes, I am. And how did you know?
Pretty much obvious.
Oh, you are kidding me?
Like, we're not making like that. Sure, why not? Let's play fire.
Come on,
It seemed that Peter did not even try to hide his affair because he would occasionally bring the girl to a very expensive restaurant in Matina. Matina was somewhat far from Santa Ana, but the rich and mobile young generation Chinese no longer confined themselves to Santa Ana. Many of them saw Peter with the women, as if to lend credence to the rumor. The occasional night visits he made at Nanking store stopped. I would not see his car parked there at night again.
Brother! I guess we're here. What is in this place? In a little while, we'll know. Okay. And there you are. Come to Papa.
And this is your firstborn son.
And is she the mother of this child?
Yes, but I forgot to tell you something about this matter. Please don't tell anyone, even your family, about what I've shown you today.
Yeah, sure. You can trust me on that.
Will you promise me as a man with honor?
Yeah, sure.
Cheche.
Brother, tell me, where did you go?
Will you swear to me first that you will not gonna tell anyone about what you have told me today?
Yeah, sure, I can assure you that one.
If you tell anyone, then Buddha will punish you.
How? Just tell me what it is.
You see that woman is together with Linda all the time?
You mean not Binga? You mean that Visayan woman in the bar?
Yeah, sure, she is. I just don't know what Peter sees with that kind of girl. She has makeup all over her face. She's a typical fountain with a plastic look. Oh, come on, she's way too far compared to me. Linda is the kind of girl with a natural beauty. She's demure, and her actions are very fine and courageous. I just don't know how the Peter will take Linda with that kind of girl. Now, here's the real thing. Peter brought me into the house in Maldives where I visited someone. And then I saw the bar girl with a baby. And then that baby belonged to Peter and the Visayan woman.
Shanma? Really?
Yeah, sure, I'm not kidding. Peter is no bad stuff after all. He's been laid down along.
It turned out, Peter showed his baby boy to several people and made them swear to keep it a secret. In no time at all, everybody in the community knew he had finally produced a son. People talk about the scandal in whispers. A son by a Visayan woman, and a bad woman at that, but they no longer joke about his being a bad stock. All in all, people were happy for Peter. Once again, his prestige rose. He regained his old self. He now walked with his shoulders straight and looked openly into people's eyes. He also began to socialize at New Canton Barbershop. As for his parents, they acted as if nothing had happened. Perhaps they knew about the scandal, but pretended not to know. They were caught in a dilemma. On one hand, it should make them happy that Peter finally produced a son. On the other hand, they did not relish the idea of having a half-breed for a grandson. The old generation Chinese being conscious of racial purity. What was certain, though, was that they remained unkind to Linda.
Linda!
What is it? Is it my mother-in-law again? Did she fire you because of me again?
No, it's not your mother-in-law. It's Peter.
Then, how about Peter?
Don't be shocked, alright? After all, I know you still love him, even if you're not telling him. You would not stay this long and suffer with his family if it's not because of him. You will not become this martyr if it's not because of him.
I don't know what you mean. I just can hardly get it. What about Peter? What's it you would wish to tell me?
Peter already passed away. He died due to a car crash of the diversion road. He was returning from Mandok, and a truck rammed his car, killing him instantly.
refrain. I will never win this game without you. Without you, I am lost, I am vain. I will never be the same without you. Without you, I won't run, I won't fly, I will never make it by without you. Without you, I can't rest, I can't fight. All I need is you and I. Without you,
Now that Peter is gone, I wanted you to be out of the dancing store. I don't want to see your face, not even once. In memory of my late husband, I have the right to stay here. Siyempre, once and for all, what's your reason to stay here? Was it for money? Alright, I'll give it then, in exchange that you will leave the dancing store and never come back. Nothing can change me. Not even your money, not even you. Got sick of you. How about the blank check? You can write any amount you desire. Just live. Sukay, please.
I was happy to see that she had begun to stir herself to life. It was ironic that she would do so only after her husband's death, but at the same time, we feared for her. Her mother-in-law's hostility was implacable. She blamed Linda for everything. She knew about the scandal all along, and she never forgave Linda for making Peter the laughingstock of the community, forcing him into the arms of a Visayan woman of an unsavory reputation and producing half-breed bastard sons. The older women retreated, shouting threats at her. She never showed her face in Santa Ana again. While some conservative parties in the community did not approve of Linda's actions, many others cheered her secretly. There was said, though, that the mother-in-law, otherwise a good woman, will become a cruel woman out of desperation to protect and perpetuate the family name. Since the enmity had become violent, the break was not total and absolute. This family quarrel provided an interesting diversion in the entire community. We followed each and every twist of its development like a TV soap opera. When the in-laws hired a lawyer, Linda also hired her own lawyer. It was going to be an ugly fight over property. Meanwhile, Linda's transformation fascinated the entire community. She had removed her scarf and made herself visible in the community again. I was glad that every time I saw her, she was getting back to her old self. Indeed, it was only then that I noticed how beautiful she was. She became blooming again. Then, without warning, the in-laws suddenly moved into Manila, bringing with them the two bastard sons. They made it known to everybody that it was to show their contempt for Linda. It was said that the other women received a handsome amount so she would never disturb them again. Then, to the utter horror of the community, they realized Linda was pregnant. Like most people, I thought at first that she was just getting fat, but every day it was getting obvious that her body was growing. People had mixed reactions. When she could not bear a child, she was a disgrace. Now that she was pregnant, she was still a disgrace.
Say, is there need to say? Yes, Sister Linda. Say hi, ni hao ba? I'm great. Come on inside. Take a seat first. I will go to the kitchen and prepare some food. Wow, boy. You are very tall now.
Wow! Was it heavy? Yes.
Not really to a boy. How old are you?
I'm 12.
You're a man already, huh? I should start calling you Napoleon, huh? I'm here to say goodbye to your mother and Dave. Tomorrow, I'm going to Iligan to fetch Oliver. Then, we'll proceed to Cebu to visit my parents. Would you like to come with me? So very tall.
That was 2 years ago. We have not heard from Linda again. Nanking store remains closed. The store sign was streaked into pastel colors like a stale wedding cake. First brother says it is best for Linda to stay away. As for me, I am happy for her, but I keep wondering if she had given birth to a boy.
Phil, ikaw ba yan? Long time no see. Kumusta ka na?
Ako nga. Nice to see you again, Engineer Crisologo. It's been a long time.
Kailan ka ba bumalik? Sana nagpasabi ka nung nasundo ka namin ni Jeron.
Ngayon lang ako dumating. Sinundo ako ni Kuya sa airport. Dumiretso na ako dito para makapag-isip ng bagong concept para sa susunod na project ko. Ang dami ko kasing memories na naiwan dito eh. It's better enough to think of new ideas.
Oo nga pala, no? Congrats nga pala.
Para saan?
Para sa mga achievements mo. Magiging multi-awarded director. Kagaya ko, kasama sa engineer lang. Dami ko kayang congrats na hindi nasabi sa'yo.
Uy, hindi oh. Ako nga dapat magsabi sa'yo ng maraming congrats. Simula pa nung naging top 1 ka sa board exams. At saka, yung mga projects mo dito sa Davao na nagpaparami ng mga investors. Ang laki ng nagbago dito. At saka, ang dami nang nagbago sa mga buhay natin.
Oo nga, no? Ang dami na talaga nagbago. Sa 9 years, ang dami talaga nagbago. Ikaw, kumusta ka na? Masaya ka na ba ngayon?
Masaya ako somehow, pero hindi rin naman sukatan yung mga achievements mo para maging masaya, di ba?
Sure. Tanong ko lang. Naasawa ka na ba ngayon?
Nasaan nga pala si Jeron?
Yun? Nandun sa construction site may tinatapos. Wala ba kami pasalubong ni Jeron galing sa isang patikang direktor?
Ang epal ito! Hanggang ngayon ba inaasan mo pa rin ako?
Ikaw ba? Hindi ka naman magbiro. Teka. Hanggang ngayon ba, dinadala mo pa rin yung Nanking store?
Oo, lagi kong binabasa ito para makapag-isip ako o ganahan akong gumawa ng mga bagong concept? Keith! Nandito ka lang pala. Kanina pa kita hinahanap. Hey! You're Phil, right? Sa kanya ko na lang ibibigay. Pumunta ka sa kasal namin, ha? Sige guys, bye-bye ha. Nagmamadali kasi ako eh.
Sige, bye, Mika.
Para saan to?
Phil, okay ka lang ba? Phil,
Masaya ka na pala. Congrats ha.
no, that's not what you think. Let me explain.
Keeper, tama na. Okay lang. You don't owe me an explanation. Once lang. Huwag mo nang gawin twice. Ang sakit eh. Matagal ko lang. Ipinaganda ang sarili ko sa pagkikita. At sa magiging asawa.
Teka lang, hindi mo kasi alam ang nangyari 9 years ago!
Uy, andyan ka na pala?
Phil, nangyari ka ba dyan?
Hindi, kararating ko lang. Galing ako doon sa film competition. Okay, Saturday.
Mika! Doon ka ba? Mika, dito.
Sino siya?
Siya nga pala, Mika. Long time friend ko.
Hi, nice meeting you.
Phil, si Mika, girlfriend ko.
Kailan pa? Just a month ago lang. Wow! You look so good together. Congratulations sa inyong dalawa. Stay strong and nice meeting you, Mika.
Mika, sige na.
Keeper, pinagbigyan lang kita. Pero ano ginawa mo? Mabalik na din yung ginawa mo. Bakit hindi mo yung ginawa kay Phil? Nasaktan siya. Oo, tama yung sundin mo yung broccoli ni Jeron. Pero maling-mali, nasaktan mo siya eh. Ano bang ginagawa mo? Habulin mo siya.
Phil, sige nga lang. Okay ka lang ba? Sigurado ka ba talaga okay ka lang?
Tawag mo nga ako. Sinabi ko mo. Ano ba? Bakit ka ba talaga?
Ano ba nangyayari sa'yo? Umiiyak ka ba, ha?
My gosh. Ang laki-laki napaniwala mo. Congrats sa akin.
Ano ba pinagsasabi mo? May nais ka ba sabihin sa akin, ha?
Ang tama-tama mo. Sinabi mong mahal mo ako. At yun ang pinaniwala ko. Na akala ko mahal mo. Yun pala, napakahal mo. Talaga ang intention mo. Paasahin ako. O ano, ngayon. Masaya ka lang. Siya nga pala, pinaghirapan kong mapalimunan para man lang maalala mo kung bago. Nanalo kasi yung entry ko dahil ikaw ang naging inspiration. Para bago man lang ako umalis, maalala mo. Sa una at huling beses na sasabihin mo, binahal kita ng pa. Ito na siguro ang huling beses na makikita mo. Sana'y magiging masaya ka. Anong ibig mo sabihin? Anong gano'n mo? Ano ba?
Ang ibig kong sabihin kanina, masaya na ako. Dahil nandito ka na. Hindi na malinis sa rabi pa. At kung nakakala mo papakasal ako sa kakakamali ka, ikaw lang naman.
Tama ba ang narinig ko? Noon, nagtanong ako sa sarili ko. Bakit ang hindi ng tama ko sa'yo? Oo! Matalino ako. Pero, bakit ang buhay ko? Pagdating sa'yo. Noon, ang laki rin yung fantasya ko sa'yo. Naakala ko, gusto mo ako katulad sa gusto mo sa'yo. Pero hindi. May mali. Pero, tignan mo ako. Nandito pa rin ako sa harapan mo. Dahil, ang puso ko ang kusang nagpuso at hindi ang ito. Sana sinabi mo para hindi ulit sabihin sa'yo, may nagmamayari ng puso ko. At ikaw,
Alam mo bang ang nagtutulong ng non-food store sa buhay ko? Oo, inaamin ko. At minsan ako naging teacher ng buhay mo. Pero ngayon, Phil Saint Ayala, will you marry me?
yes, I'll marry you. Kaya ka nga dyan.